Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. We are the Village's natives. I'm Everett.
And I'm April.
And we want to talk to you this time about a trip that we did recently to the Villages, and we took a lifestyle visit, didn't we?
We did.
And that was in the early part of May.
It was.
When the price is lower a little bit, so that was good.
Right.
We'll talk more about that. But what we want to talk about, and we don't have a lot of video because we'll get to that, but we're going to intersperse a few videos here and there and some pictures. But we want to talk to you about our top 5 highlights from our lifestyle visit in the Villages. So bottom line up front, was it a thumbs up?
It was very much a thumbs up, yes.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Yeah, we really did. Had a wonderful time and highly recommend it. So that's the bottom line up front. And if you just wanted to know that, we'll see you. But if not, if you'd like to hear a few details, just stick around. So we got 5 of them. I'll start off. Does that sound okay?
Sure.
Okay. First of all, the accommodations, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot that is said. In fact, everybody else's video about the accommodations kind of picture it, and they usually give you a little tour. You've probably seen those. We want to tell you kind of our impressions of the accommodations. So, April, what would you say your impressions of the accommodations were?
More than I expected. We walked in and it was absolutely gorgeous. Everything was just the Villages style. Everything was immaculate. Everything was, everything matched. Everything was just designed top notch. Furniture, everything. It just all looked great. Furnishings, decorations, everything. So I thought my impressions was it was just a beautiful place to stay for as long as we did, but it wasn't long enough.
Not long enough, no.
So.
We only did 4 days, and we strongly recommend that you do
that is not long enough.
7.
Yes.
If at all possible, make it 7.
Yeah.
Use a weekend. But for our schedule, we were only able to do 4. So we met actually that morning that we checked in. We checked in about 9 o'clock.
Right.
And our sales agent, Daniel Collins, met us at the Brownwood Sales and Information Center.
Right.
And then we led us over to their accommodations, which was in the Atwood Bungalows.
Yes.
And we stayed in an Arlington courtyard villa. And it has a fenced-in backyard, lanai, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, fully equipped golf cart, everything. So we'll talk a little bit more about the amenities, but just comfortable stay, great mattress.
Everything was perfect. The bed was amazing.
Yeah.
And if you have pets, it would be great.
Yes.
Great accommodations for your pets.
Yes.
Because great backyard for them. You have a patio to sit out on and have coffee for breakfast. So bring your pets. Great place for them.
Most definitely. Okay.
We didn't bring ours, but it would have been great.
It would have been great. Yeah. So the second highlight. All right. So number 2 highlight are the perks, and they throw various things in.
Yes.
Probably the number 1 for us was unexpected, and it's not an official perk, but our sales agent and his team were able to get us tickets to see a Rod Stewart Tribute concert at the Savannah Center.
Yeah.
No, the Savannah Center. Savannah Center is a packed house, and it was a great time.
It was wonderful. We had so much fun. So much more than I expected. I knew it was going to be fun, and it was going to be great singing the songs and reliving Rod Stewart back in the 80s, probably 70s.
70s, yeah. 70s, began in the 70s.
Yeah, but singing all of the, and he did so many sing-alongs and, people singing and dancing in the aisles, and but it was just
It was a party.
It's so much more fun than I even imagined. So we will do a lot more of those tributes of whatever
bands
group, that it was
yeah.
that we grew up with going to, listening to when we were teenagers.
Sure. We also got movie tickets. We went to see Somewhere in Queens with Ray Romano. And
that was fun.
It was great.
And then we met this couple.
Yep.
Afterwards, they, I believe, had bought a home.
They had
Recently,
and they were from New York.
They were from New York.
Yeah.
And he was so sweet. He wanted to know our story and why we were there, and we got to learn their story, and just a wonderful, wonderful couple.
Yeah.
And it was so nice meeting them. And their son came by and picked them up after the movie.
Yep.
So
sure did.
I assume he lives with them. But
yeah,
it was
I don't know.
But so nice meeting them.
Yeah, great family.
Yes.
And movie theater, the one that's open now is in Lake Sumter Landing.
Yes.
So we were up there for that. You can also get golf. We didn't choose to golf because our time was condensed, but we get a couple of rounds of golf, which is great. You have we'll talk about the perks. I guess you have a golf cart, so that was a big thing. And that comes with it. You have bikes that you can ride. We were going to ride our bikes.
We were going to ride the bikes.
We were going to ride the bikes.
Many times we talked about it, but because we're from the area.
Yes.
And because we had a family situation, my mom had some health issues. We didn't get to ride the bikes as much as we just didn't get to ride the bikes.
We didn't get to ride at all, but that's okay.
But we wanted to.
But next time.
Next time. And there will be a next time.
So definitely.
We will definitely ride the bikes, and we will video. And we will share it with you the next time. So.
Most definitely. So yeah, plenty of perks.
Yes.
And you're right near Traverse Shopping Center. There's a Publix right there.
The Publix is like not even 2 minutes.
2 minutes
from the bungalows by golf cart. Not even 2 minutes.
Yeah, and that goes into our third third point, doesn't it? I kind of jumped the gun, but so a third point is, do you want me to read it?
Yes.
Okay. The proximity to amenities. Proximity to amenities. From where you stay, and most of the lifestyle stays are right in that area, adjacent to Brownwood Town Center. I think that's what they call it, right? So right near Brownwood Town Center, you've got the shopping center there, the Publix. What were some other things that were right there that you remember?
Restaurants.
Yeah, all the restaurants.
They're just all around.
Gator Dockside is there. Cody's is there.
Just all around.
And we weren't far from the Eisenhower Recreation Center.
Yes.
So we went up there in the golf cart and really explored it.
And that was a ways up there.
It was a little ways.
But we made our way all the way up to 466A, north of 466A.
Yeah. And, well, we went to the Eisenhower Rec Center, and then we kept going.
And then,
So we just roamed around in the golf cart.
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
And seen a lot of areas we're used to and that we've been in lots of times, but we were checking out a lot of the neighborhoods.
Yes.
And checking out that whole area because of the proximity of where we think we might want to live. And so, yeah.
That was one of our puppies.
And that was one of our puppies.
That was Allie. So she saw something through the window. She'll be okay. So our number 4 highlight is what, April?
The interaction with our sales associates. So we have 2 different sales associates, one with the Villages, which is Daniel Collins, and he's amazing. We've been working with Daniel for almost 2 years, and big kudos to him. He's taken us around 2 different times, looking at houses, answers our emails, has done amazing, and just answering all the questions that we ask, that we throw at him, and questions we don't know to ask him. And then also our sales agent with MLS, which is outside of the realtor outside of the villages, and that is Dave Monty. And same thing with Dave Monty. He has just been amazing to work with. We've also been working with him, like I said, for almost 2 years.
Yep.
And been out looking at houses with him also, and both of them are just really good guys to work with. So big kudos to them.
Yeah, most definitely. And there at the villages, you may have heard this, but you need really 2 agents.
Right.
One, like Dave Monty, that can show you anything in the MLS system, the normal realty broker system, and then the VLS, which handles also pre-owned and the new homes. So, and that was Daniel Collins for us. So yeah, our interaction was great. They're great.
Great gentlemen.
Great gentlemen, and that was definitely a highlight for us. And as we prepare to make our plans to go back to purchase, we'll get with them again, and kind of update them on what's changed with us.
What has changed with
us? And get prepared to make our purchase.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. So, all right. So our number 5 highlight is, and here again, these aren't in any particular order, but number 5 for us is the experience confirmed our decision, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
And I think it really, it just solidified it. We were, would you say, we were probably 95% decided.
We were.
But this just made it clear for us.
It did.
And how was it for you?
And on our way down there, we talked in the car because it was a 6-hour drive. So we talked about, we knew that this would definitely make that decision for us. We would definitely be able to make our decision this time, and we really did. It felt like, our first video was all about going home, and it really felt like even walking into our accommodations, it felt like we were home, and we were actually, it just really felt like we were coming home. So it really did feel like that was it. And it really confirmed all of our, looking at the houses, talking to both of our realtors, it just really confirmed that was where we wanted to be. And talking to people, talking to, the little couple we told you about at the movie theater, talking to some of the people, the different ones at the little stores, and, just the friendliness of everybody. And it really made us say, this is it. This is where we want to make home. So, yeah. Yeah,
and for us, and if you saw our first video, you understand, but we're retired Army, and we've lived all over from the middle of the Pacific to Germany, and different places in between, all over the country. And we are looking for a place. Now, they say most people, when they go to the villages, move like 3 times inside the villages. Don't think that's going to be it for us.
We don't want that. We are really picky, and
we have refined it.
Yes, we have changed our list. So Daniel and Dave, I hope y'all are ready for us, because I'm tired of moving.
Yep.
So I want that one house, and I'm done.
We think we know what we want, and we want to really invest in that house, and that be our house for the for our retirement years.
Right.
And I think, and here again, people talk about, is it the house? Is it the community? For us, it's really both. That house is important to us. So we're stressing the details on that.
Right.
And the community is just as important for us, because it provides us an opportunity to stay active, that we talked about last time. and we can really be involved as much as we want to be, or as little as, you know.
Exactly.
We can just set our own pace.
Right.
And so I think that's going to be great, and really did confirm that decision for us. So.
Right.
So, so that's our top 5. And like all good top 5 videos, you have to have a bonus or an honorable mention, right?
Exactly.
So this is our bonus, and it was unexpected. So it's really, for us, 2 thumbs up for the Trolley Tour.
Yes. Yes.
So what that is, they leave 4 times a day from the Brownwood Sales and Information Center.
Right.
And it looks like an old trolley, okay? And you have a driver and a tour guide, and they take you down south into the new area. You see a lot of the Sawgrass Grove. Mm-hmm. We went by Everglades Recreation Center, and all through that area, existing places, and you get a good historical overview. I thought was real good. What was your impression?
It was very good. They were sweet as can be.
Yep.
They be there on time. They ask you to be there early because they really do leave right on time. They're on, you know,
very punctual.
They are very punctual, and because they're on a schedule, a set schedule. Mm-hmm. And but it was very good. I think everybody on our trolley tour really enjoyed it. Yeah. If you're on the cold side, like I am, bring a little jacket, because I was a little cool in there. Yeah. And but it was just very nice, and they told you all about, as we were going, the tour guy, he told you exactly everything as we were passing it. And then we got to hear their story. Yes. And what brought them to the villages, yes, which I thought was really neat. And even the bus driver, he let her talk at the and at her, you know, what brought her and her husband, I believe from Texas, to the villages. Okay. And but it was nice. It was very nice.
Yeah, very nice. And so we really definitely recommend that. And they're very accommodating. We scheduled it on the we got there on Monday. We scheduled it for Wednesday, and as April said, something came up with her mother on Wednesday, so we said, well, let's bump it till Thursday. We called them up, no problem.
Yeah,
they had availability on that Thursday, and very, very welcoming. Right. So definitely recommend that.
Yeah.
And we strongly recommend just the lifestyle visit. Right. You know, make plans and go, and use it as a vacation.
Yes.
It's a great opportunity to really enjoy yourself in a wonderful environment. So, so again, those are our top 5 highlights with a little bit of bonus, and we really appreciate you joining us, and thank you so much. And we want to thank you for joining us
on our journey home.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
God bless.